without having licenses to any of the proper mechs made by any of the proper armory type corporations. But GMS is happy to give anyone a mech at any time, so they will all be piloting Everests for their first mission. That is why they are all in identical mechs. You can see where we have the indicators of their mechs next to their portraits. So that is an Everest, the most basic of mechs. Super simple to build, super simple to pilot, but a little bit catch-all. And in future games, as they decide how they're going to build out their mechs, we'll be seeing them carry some different equipment and do some different things. But for now, they'll just be differentiated by the colors of their head. Right, so this will be yours. Set. Alright, I think you should have access to that now. You should be able to move it around and make it do things.
Let me see here. Oh, there she is.
There.
Hello, little mech.
Alright, and then our...
Oh, that's interesting. I like how it snaps to grid.
Yes, it will automatically snap to grid. Okay, who is the letter M? That's you. Okay, cool. So this is yours. Joined under different names, so I wasn't sure. And which one did we settle? Blue.
Green, actually.
Or yes, you should have the green one now. Make sure that it moves and does the thing. Alright, cool. And yep, there we go. So, everyone has their mechs. Welcome to being not quite a Lancer.
Lancer adjacent.
Lancer adjacent, yes. A Lancer is a name for like an ace pilot. It's for someone who's been through the campaign and they've put in their time, but these guys not so much. They're just starting off. They'll be Lancers one day, but for now, not quite.
One day.
All right, let's throw together some combats here. Do bear with us. I'm not entirely prepared for this, as we intended to start today, but we are going to make this work.
Practice will probably do us good.
Yeah,
It's a training sim.
Exactly. Yes, there you go. This is all a dream while you guys are in cryosleep on the way to your intended destination.
Oh. Do Lancers dream of electric sheep?
I mean, apparently they dream of giant robots.
Who doesn't?
That's fair. So, hello chat. How is everyone doing today while I quickly try to set up a combat in a system that I'm not necessarily super familiar with? Are y'all excited for giant robots?
Always. Yes. By the way, Puddins. I see that. Yes.
right, let's go ahead. We'll throw down some targets for you guys for some light target practice. A couple of those. Couple drone things for y'all to shoot at. Okay. Alright, that should function well enough for now. Up top here we have our Lancers. Well, not quite. They're pretending they're Lancers for today. And at the bottom we have an array of enemies ready to shoot at them. Alright, so initiative in Lancer is very simple. It always starts with the pilots, and they choose who goes first.
Oh boy. The choice is in our hands. Oh. Let's see. I can have Del go first if no one complains.
Fine by me.
By all means.
All right. I am going to look at CompCon really quick, and I think I'll be activating the Hunter-Killer droid.
Okay, go for it.
Okay.
If you want to go ahead and we'll just, as we use all of our abilities, we'll kind of explain what's going on here.
That sounds good to me. Okay, CompCon.
Basically, every round on their turn, they get to move, and they get either one full action or 2 quick actions, and then you can overcharge to get another quick action, but you start to build up heat, and as your mech gets too hot, some fun things might happen.
It happened to me before. Not to me, but to someone else. And then also to me. Alright, so are we going based off of the feet, like the hexagons, and how fast it moves? Because everything over here is quite extended. How far distance would you say?
Should...
Because if a droid has range 10, how are we determining what range it is?
It should just... Oh, here we go. It's just by hexes. If it says 10, it just means hex. Here, I can fix that. There. Now the measuring tool... Yeah, there you go. The measuring tool should just be doing hexes, pretty much.
And I think activating... Oops, you died.
I'm dead.
Well, that was quick, everyone. It was... Thanks for joining us.
Avenge me!
I barely know you! Del is going to send a hunter-killer drone to this guy down here.
Okay.
About 10 hex, so it should land right about here. This is fine. Yeah, hunter-killer nexus. So a drone lifts off of her back, of the back of her neck, and just starts speeding down towards this guy. And I think the range of its attack is... Yeah, this is either movement range or attack range. Either way, this is 1d6 to attack this thing. Should I roll for damage, or do you think I'm not close enough? Or the drone isn't close enough for that?
Here, one second. I can give you a... There you go. That's your drone there. I'll find some better tokens as soon as... I wasn't sure exactly what y'all's abilities were, but we'll be adding...
Oh, that's the square. Okay.
Yes. Okay. All right, I'm sorry. What was your question?
Would that be good for this thing to attack? Because I think I used my quick action to send out the drone, move it, and now I'll have to attack. I think I also get my own separate thing, but now it's in place.
All right, so it was a quick action to deploy the drone?
Yeah.
Then you have your one quick action left. I don't...
I'll use it to fire with the drone then, and then
Okay,
do I get
cool.
a movement action as well, or did I use my movement action for the drone?
No, you still have your movement. That was just for the...
Here we go, roll 20. Oh, baby. It's gonna be like this, huh? Yeah, that's a 1 on the damage, so...
Well,
Ding.
okay. So, we will mark 1 damage on the turret there.
Alright, and I will also have, actually, let me double check, because I think if I stay still, I'm harder to hit.
All right, so yeah, what do we want to go by our names or do we want to go by our call signs?
Ooh.
I'd say in combat, probably by the call sign.
Yeah.
And then out of combat, we go by name, unless there's, a reason or whatever.
Okay, yeah. All right, so what Fuse did there is a lot of mechs base their offensive abilities around drones. These rapidly reassemblable, autonomous, AI-controlled apparatus. So she dropped a... no, roll 20, come back. She dropped a drone, which is now going to engage with one of the turrets there.
I also have her move, here. That's it, though.
Okay, cool.
End of turn.
All right, so now it is my turn, and I will elect one NPC to go now. I will have... the turret you just shot at. That seems to make sense.
Yes.
Pull up my combat notes here. All right, there we go. All right, so it has a range of 10, which I believe you just moved inside of. All right.
I did.
So, Alright, so the attacker chooses a target within weapon threat and rolls 1d20 plus grit and any accuracy or difficulty, and they must match or beat the target's evasion. What is your... yes, what is your evasion?
The next evasion, repair capacity, heat. I know this. It should be 9, shouldn't it? 7? Wait, sorry, I'm looking here. The evasion is 9, yeah.
All right, so we're going to roll a d20, and we are looking for a 9. All right, well, we're starting it off well. That is a natural 20.
Oh, here we go.
So,
bye, guys.
critical hits in Lancer.
Avenger!
NPCs cannot critical hit. So that is the good news for you. Well, basic NPCs. Once you start getting up into the higher tiers of NPCs, then they can critical hit.
Okay.
But the basic grunts you're going to run into can't critical hit. So normally critical hit is anything that is a 20 or above after modifications. And what you do is you roll your damage twice, take the higher number.
That works.
Yes. So, just because this would have been a critical hit, but it is not because
Level 1.
because it is an NPC. Level 0,
not even
actually.
level 1.
yes, technically level
We're
1.
level Folks, we're level 0 is the thing.
Yes.
Not even a
We
joke. We're literally
barely
level
exist.
0.
Yes, level 0. It's a thing this game has. You are just people who just happen to find some giant robots.
We gotta earn the right to be scrubs.
Yeah. We don't even get our red shirts until we've been here at least 2 days.
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much.
We're just sanitation crew.
So it's okay. So to explain, level. It's not so much level 0. It's just at level 1. That's when you get licenses. You get to choose sort of the class you're going by. At level 0, you just are using the Everest. It's the catch-all mech. It doesn't really have it. It doesn't have many special abilities. It doesn't fit into any given class. It's just a generalist. But you don't have anything to add to it. You don't have any special abilities on it or anything. Once you hit level 1, then you choose your actual mech, and things start getting exciting, and you start choosing what exactly your character is going to be doing. So that's more what we mean by level 0. All right, so after not critical hitting, because that's not how it works. Let's see. Okay, that is 6 points of damage.
Damage.
Indeed.
Wonderful. I am now at 8 hit points. Or the mech is at 8 hit points.
That's not 6
Out of 14.
kinetic specifically, which I don't think is relevant now, but
No, not unless it was an E-defense thing, but...
can become relevant.
Absolutely.
Also, to explain, before people start wondering when... Yeah, I think y'all have around like 14 hit points.
Most people have 12 unless you took personalization as part of your EVA module.
I have 10.
For your systems.
Yeah, I have 10.
Okay, well, so just
Oh no.
to explain to chat before people start going,
Oh, and if you have no hull, then you have less HP too.
did this
And his base.
did this one grunt just do half of her damage right off the bat? It works a little differently. You run out of HP, then you get into structure, and your HP refreshes. So to actually be taken down, you run through your HP multiple times. That's why these numbers seem so large in comparison to their total HP. So yes, that is 6 points of damage. And now it is back to y'all. Y'all elect your second person to go.
I think y'all gotta volunteer.
I'll go ahead and go.
Okay,
Do it.
awesome.
Mostly because I just want to figure out how to use Roll20. Draw shape as well. And what I'm going to do, let me see. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'm going to also do the fancy turret thingy right here. But different.
But more different.
More
Okay.
different-er.
There we go.
Okay. This is going to say T. Basically, much the same. Mine's also a quick action. I'm going to launch a GMS turret drone there. So essentially, I have up to 3 I can use. It's a limited system. I can't just keep deploying them. I have up to 3 I can use in any given combat scenario. When I fire it, it launches onto a surface. An enemy could target it if they so chose instead of targeting us. But basically, it just sits there, and then once per round, per turret, I can just straight up, if one of my allies hits an enemy that's within 10 hexes of that turret, I can just say, okay, the turret's also gonna attack it, and it deals an additional 3 kinetic damage to that enemy.
Okay, cool. To answer your question, Scud, it refreshes when you hit structure. So if you have 10 HP and then you have a number of structure, you take 10 damage. Let's say you take 15 damage. You'll take 10 damage. You get the structure hit. You roll on the structure table, see what happens. your HP refreshes. You take 5 more damage of that refreshed HP.
And then I will move to about yay.
Okay, awesome. All right. So that was one quick action. Do you have anything else?
I can't do an attack action, correct?
You could theoretically have taken a full action and then overcharged for the quick action there.
Right, that's what I'm saying. I would have to overcharge for it.
If you want to.
Okay.
I'm just saying.
No. Listen. Oh, wait. Hold on. No, it has to be at the start of my turn. Okay, never mind. Yeah, no. So I forgot. So the GMS has power up. And we have the ability to make an additional full action as a free action, but you have to declare it at the start of your turn. So, yeah, I'm not. I'll just move and call it a day.
So some other quick actions that you can take. You can use a quick tech, which you have like lock on, which marks a target so that the next time somebody tries to shoot them, they will have an advantage to hit that. You actually can also attack with a single weapon as a quick action. So there's skirmish, which is one weapon, and then the full action is
fine. Everything's good.
Then the full action is barrage, where you can fire 2 weapons or a super heavy weapon. So you actually can quick since you still have your second quick action, you can take one weapon.
Then in that case, I will fire the thermal lance is just a heavy, not a super heavy, right? Yeah. I will fire the thermal lance at. Let's hit this Baba Ganoush over here.
And on Roll20, if you just hold down the click, there we go. Yeah.
Okay, that guy.
All right.
Okay, so let's see where we're at here.
And yes, Scott, that's exactly correct.
Okay, so shoots in a line for 10, yeah, so 10 distance, so we're fine.
Oh yeah, you're well within 10.
So roll 20 first to try and hit correct.
Yep.
And 14.
Oh yeah, that hits.
Nice. Okay, and then I hit for 1d6 plus 3. So we're looking at 6, so
nice. 9. All right, so that's
9 damage blast right there. But then
9 damage.
So the thermal lance, basically, it's like a big old dual grab on, one hand in the front, one hand in the back, underneath, sort of big barrel halo space gun looking thing, and it kind of charges up and then fires a beam in a line. And it actually hits anything that's in that line, but I immediately take 2 heat for using it.
Okay. Yeah.
That would be why I didn't overcharge.
The overcharge might get a little risky with you shooting off that.
As of right now, I have a heat capacity of 7, so I got 3 shots before I'm in danger, and that's assuming I do nothing else. So
yeah,
I gotta.
You can explode.
That's not an always use thing.
Yeah.
Spoiler.
There's certain kinds of mech that are geared towards that, though. Later on the line.
I might have to. Could have to.
It's very Juggernaut-esque.
I am the Fury!
All right.
MGS3 was always the best one. So.
This is the best one.
Okay, so it is now my turn again. I'll have another one of the turrets act.
No.
Well, back it up, guys.
Yeah, well, we'll just keep going down everyone's turn here, and we will fire.
We're learning
at Neon. All right.
Getting rough on.
Wow, that is a 1. So that will definitely miss. The turret, another, lets off a barrage of fire, but it's nowhere close to you. All right, and Ranger, you're up.
Alright, first things first. Since I have the anti-materia rifle and it is a ordnance weapon, I have to use it before I do anything else, which has a 20 hex range.
Well, I would say anything is in range of that, certainly.
Yeah. Let's see here.
I can
so-
strike the enemies on the next map.
Yeah, essentially. Yes, that's true.
So D20 to hit first, I assume.
Yes, so you'll roll a d20. Well,
Wow.
we're just
Wow,
rolling
roll 20.
nothing but 20s and 1s tonight.
Okay.
Roll 20 does beat this way. I'm just gonna try to do my thing. Maybe it'll behave
So-
now.
It says that the anti-materia rifle has to be reloaded after every use. Can that be done in the same turn that it's shot, or does that have to be next turn, reload, and then next turn I can shoot again?
It's a fantastic question. Let's find out together now.
Better. Changing your color also helps sometimes. If you find yourself rolling a lot of 1s. Thanks, roll 20. For such a comprehensive UI.
All right, so the rules for loading here. We appreciate everyone's patience as we all learn this game together. But it's going to be a lot of fun once we all get there. Probably good that we're taking the time to go through everything today.
No kidding.
The problem is I got the page here and it lists actions. It doesn't list with a reload
Yeah, I've found
full or a quick.
the
You can self-destruct your mech.
oh yeah,
Yes,
you
you
can.
can.
Of course you
I
can.
didn't even know.
I mean,
You can overload the hell out of it and then make it explode. That's what happened to me in a different game. Is someone overloaded someone else's mech, and then it was right beside my mech, and it exploded, and then I almost got overheated because of the explosion damage. Just went straight through my structure. So now I have extra HP. We learn from our mistakes.
oh, there we go. Useful bookmarks. Gear tags. Alright, so when it's loading, weapon must be reloaded after each use. Mechs can reload with stabilize and some systems. Okay, so you have to take the stabilize action.
Going back to that list.
So I assume then that it's like I said, do I have to shoot and then next turn stabilize and then next turn shoot? Or can I shoot and stabilize in the same turn?
Stabilize is a full action, so yeah, you have to take a full turn to reload it, basically.
Well, just for future reference, is it a super heavy weapon?
Yes, the
Okay.
antimateria rifle is super heavy.
So yeah, it has to be 2 separate turns because
Well,
super
not
heavy's
super
a
heavy,
full.
it just says heavy.
I can't. Hold on, let me check because I got it right here. I'm even. No, wait, I missed. Here it is. No, it is okay. It's just heavy, so firing just the one is a quick action. So I'm not saying you have to, but much like was brought up with me, you can do the overcharge thing to get it because stabilize is a full action.
Right.
So you can do a quick and a full. So you could do that if you want. I'm not telling you to.
Right. Is that if you overload though to do a quick and a full? I assume.
you get heat.
Right.
You would mark 1 heat basically, which isn't a big deal. The first heat is pretty minor. It's just once you start building it up. You can also do anything else as a quick action. So, for example, you could lock on, and then next time around, take your full action to stabilize, and just do that every other turn. Because if you only fired the one weapon, you still have another quick action left.
Well, in regards to that, I'm going to deploy pattern A Jericho.
Okay.
This is deploy 2 sections of size 1 hardcover, 3 spaces adjacent to you and each other. Each section is an object with 5 evasion and 10 HP.
Okay, cool.
Oh, it's just a wall.
Yeah, so you drop a wall, and it's 2 sections.
Mm-hmm.
So you get to 2 squares or 2 hexes.
Pretty much just right in front.
Or like that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. All right, so yeah, you now have a wall in front of you. So, well, we won't be able to shoot you. So once again, it's back to my turn. I presume that you're staying behind your wall.
Yes.
Okay, so the last turret will go ahead and fire at its closest target, which is going to be you, Neon. I really can roll something other than 1s and 20s. It's starting to get statistically unlikely. All right, so that's going to be 6 damage, because again, NPCs can't crit. So 6 damage to you, Neon, and now the rest of the NPCs will go. Get up there. Statistics as the drones start to swarm towards you all. They will. Let's see, 10 range and a speed of 5. Okay. Okay, theoretically, we'll go individually. Okay. So this drone will use its suppress action. So, Neon, you are now impaired. Which impaired means that you are at 1 disadvantage on all attacks, saves, and skill checks. Second drone will move up and do the same to you, Fuse. Don't believe this has a save. Because this is just a thing they do. It's not an actual electronic warfare thing.
No, it's just the E. E defense, I think.
All right, so it gains the moving target reaction. So if you move, it will get to shoot you.
Yes, I remember this.
Yes. Or if it is archer, or if it is damaged, or you leave its line of sight. If it is stunned, jammed, or destroyed, or if it chooses a new target for the action or ends it as free action. So you all know what exactly they're doing here. All right. And the other two will just come up and strafe at you with their light machine guns. All right. What was your evasion? 9?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So
E-defense is 8, if that helps.
rolled a 9, so you will take 5 points of damage.
Be-doo. Be-doo. Be-doo.
We're getting close to discovering what structure damage does. All right, and the second one will move up and attack Neon with its machine gun. That will hit for 5 damage. All right, and that is all of the NPCs, so we're back to the top of the round. Once again, you guys get to select who goes first. Every round of initiative, you get to choose again what order you're going in. You can go in a different order every time.
Yeah. I'll go first. Why not?
Okay, yeah, go for it.
So you were talking about being able to overcharge, was it, to be able to get generate heat, and I can do a full action and a quick action, correct?
Yes, you get one free quick action, essentially. So if you overheat, you get the quick action, and then you have your full action.
Okay. Yeah, I will go ahead and take that heat, one of the heats,
Okay.
and go ahead and use the full action to reload.
Yep, so you stabilize, so you reload, and then...
And I'm going to peek around the corner here and set the crosshairs on that one.
Okay, go for it.
13.
13, all right. That will hit. So, these drones are what the game calls grunts, which is they do not have HP. They are 1 HP. In 4th edition D&D, this was called a minion. They have the full range of actions and everything, but if they get hit, they're done. So, that drone...
Well, this definitely 7 damage.
Oh, yeah. This just... it just is obliterated.
And with that, I think I'll end my turn.
All right.
Move kind of back.
Yeah, get back behind your cover. All right.
That was nice.
Excellent. So... Well, this drone's going to kind of try to come after you. Can at very least start to get an angle on you. You're going to be in cover. So this will be at 2 disadvantage because it is a wall. It is considered hard cover. When it's just soft cover, that is something that it just visually obscures you. It's 1 disadvantage. When you're behind hard cover, that is something that gives you actual physical protection. It is 2 disadvantage. A disadvantage in Lancer means you roll a d6 and subtract it from your total roll. So each disadvantage, you roll another d6 and you select the highest. So you don't subtract each of them. So since this is at 2 disadvantage, the drone will be rolling a d20, 2d6, selecting the higher of the d6s and subtracting that from the d20. So, it will roll a -2. Its d20 was a 4, and one of its disadvantages was a 6. So, it misses you by a very long... It's clearly distracted by fuse right there below it. It knows some trouble might be coming to it. All right, so back to the players.
Seeing as this guy's right here, if no one has any complaints, I'll take a swipe at this guy with the long sword.
Okay. Yep.
All right. And I have Duelist, so I get +1 accuracy on the first melee attack I make with a main melee weapon on my turn, and my melee weapon is a longsword. So I'm just gonna 1d20 +1.
So it'll be a d20 plus a d6.
1d20 plus d6.
Yeah. Accuracy is the opposite of disadvantage.
25.
25. Oh yeah.
The
Yep.
19 and a 6.
Yeah, you nail it, and it just explodes in a cloud and
Well, you-
crashes down at your feet.
I'll use my auxiliary weapon, which is the thermal pistol, to attack this guy as well, which I think
Okay.
is just another 1d20.
Yeah,
Nothing.
right now, eventually y'all will be adding your grit to it. Grit scales with
We're
your
only
license
level. We're level 0, so there is no grit.
But
Can't
you're level
divide by
0, so yes, exactly.
Another 19. See, I
The
told you
19.
rolling 666 works.
There we go. All right, yeah. So you take the first one as it comes
That's-
by. You just bat it out of the air with your long sword, and then taking your pistol in your other hand just across your neck, boom, take it right out of the air. All right.
I think that's good. I think that's pretty much all I can do except for move, so I'm actually gonna slide over here behind cover for a second to hide,
Okay. Cool.
which is part of the infiltrator tactician thing that I have. End of turn.
Okay. Awesome. Well, one of the turrets. What are the rules for hide?
Oh, that's a good question. That's a good question. All I know is that I can do it. Give me 1 second. I'm just going back to the my tactician profile as opposed to the mech profile.
Okay. So hide is a.
Okay, so tactical profile. During your turn, you gain the following benefits. You can hide even in plain sight of enemies. You can pass freely through but not end your turn in enemy spaces. And entering line of sight of hostile characters or moving from cover does not stop you from being hidden, but these effects immediately end when your turn ends. So you lose hidden if you're still in line of sight or out of cover, so I move behind cover to hide.
Okay. It is a quick action.
Oh, then I don't think I can do that.
Yeah.
I don't think I can hide, then I'm just behind cover.
Yeah, but
incidentally.
you have cover from pretty much all of the turrets. The turret who can still see you will make an attempt to shoot you.
Oh, good. I wonder if I get to explode. Structure damage first, but then exploding.
Well, it is at 2 disadvantages because you are behind hard cover. It does not have complete line of sight of you. And that is a 3 on the d20 and a 6 again on the disadvantage. So it will miss entirely.
Hooray.
As it just the shells just rattle off of the cover in front of you. All right,
That's good, because I only have 3 HP on this mech left.
Neon, you're up.
All right. Well, because I'm a smart fella, I'm gonna overcharge this turn. But I'm gonna using the stabilize action will get rid of the impaired condition, correct? I'm almost positive that I'm not crazy, but I could be.
Oh, don't worry. I assume that you're right.
I am like 73% confident.
Yeah, you reload, you patch up, cool down, or end conditions affecting it. So yes, you can use stabilize to clear conditions on you.
Okay, cool. Yep, clear condition that wasn't caused by one of your own systems. Got it.
There you go.
So
Yep.
that's
Well,
what,
this was fun.
so yeah. Right. So I'll clear off the impaired condition, which is a full action, and then with my extra quick action, that guy could use a shotgun to the face.
He could. He looks it.
It's very
He's asking for it.
very shotgunnable is the main thing. Now here's the one thing I need to see. Give me 1 second because I just want to double check when it comes to hitting things. Okay. So I got range 5, so I'm well and good. I just wanted to make sure.
Oh, yeah.
So
Yep.
roll 20, and I am skadoop 6.
Not
Wow.
quite. It's you don't quite get over your system's lockup in time.
Right.
Just as it clears off, you're still just a little bit off, and your shotgun blast goes wide of it.
Okay, and with that, I will. Yeah, I'll skedaddle here behind the wall as well.
Okay. So, one sec. Let me look. I believe even though you did clear the impaired condition, it does still get its reaction
Oh, that's correct.
to shoot at you. So, it will do so. It fires off. Yep, that is a 10, which will hit you, I believe.
Yeah, my evasion's 10. So if it has to match me, then yes.
Yeah. All right. So, that is...
Wait, 10. No, that's my evasion. My evasion's 8.
Okay. Yeah. So it will definitely hit. So that is 5 damage.
And -1 HP.
All right, we have our first structure hit.
It's not me.
It's not you.
I thought for
Right.
sure it was gonna be me.
So let's pull up the structure damage table here. All right, so unlike pilots, mechs don't go down and out when they're reduced to 0 HP. Mechs are powerful machines that can take several hits before they start to break down. So durability is represented by a structure score. When you reach 0 HP, taking major damage to your structure and to your chassis and system, mechs take
hold up.
structure damage.
Okay, I mean finish. Never mind, I didn't pick the paint job. Okay, continue.
I do love that. I was reading that, and it made me think of like old school Warhammer orcs. It was like
I was really considering it, and I swapped it out for an EVA module, and I'm sitting here like, wow, I'm so glad with all the water surrounding us. I'm ready.
to be fair, you won't always be fighting on the physics class example perfectly flat plane with no friction. Just
Right.
for this
There's
one
no
fight.
cover except for the stuff that y'all popped up.
There you go. You can put down cover. All right. So when a character with structure reaches 0 HP, it takes 1 structure damage, makes a structure damage check, and resets its HP to full. So because you just went to after your HP, there was only 1 damage left. You take that to your structure. You are now back to full HP. However, roll a d6.
Oh, this is kapow! 3.
3. All right, so part of your mech are torn off by the damage. Roll 1d6 again.
That's not good.
On a 1 to 3, all weapons on one mount of your choice are destroyed.
Beautiful.
Or a 4 to 6, a system of your choice is destroyed. So
Right.
you lose one mount of weapons.
Gotcha. So I gotta be smart about this. I have a melee weapon. I was going with a hammer. It didn't really specify, but a melee weapon, and that mount I will say is destroyed.
Okay, cool. Yep, so that mount is destroyed. You are back to full HP, but you are now down a hammer. All right, so
Avenge me.
Hammer's just laying there, broken pieces on the curiously flat floor.
of all the things to get destroyed, somehow the most solid item that you have.
Right.
Just to pieces.
Okay,
Like
so
brand.
and you were going to move, right?
Yeah. Boop boop.
Okay, cool. So I have 2 turrets. They will take their turns to shoot your cover. What was the cover's statistics?
10,
10 health. And what was their evasion?
5.
5. Okay. Yep.
I mean, it's a wall.
Okay, so they will destroy one section of your wall. The rightmost section is destroyed. All right, and then this drone is going to circle around the back. And it's going to get at the one they haven't had a chance to yet. So it will fire at you, Ranger. Yep, that is a 15. That will hit for 5 points of damage. All right, and that is all of mine. Back to the top of the round, and once again, the players choose who will go first.
By all means, if no one has complaints, I'll go again.
Go for it.
Right, I'm going to fire with my shoulder-mounted mortar
All right,
towards the middle turret.
gotcha.
Now it says this weapon is inaccurate and it has a +1 difficulty when hitting or trying to hit.
Yeah, sorry, I've been
Disadvantage.
misspeaking and calling it disadvantage. Difficulty is the actual term. So that is, you will add a d6, or you will subtract 1d6 to your roll.
Right, so d20, 18
Okay.
minus
Believe you're going to hit no matter what here. Yep.
16.
Yep, so that's going to hit.
And it has 1 d6 plus 1 damage.
Okay.
2 damage.
2 damage.
And that can be shot over cover because it has the arcing benefit as well.
Yep, gotcha.
You know what? Doesn't state is firing count as a quick action, correct? Or-
If you just fire one weapon, yes.
okay,
that's
and
just-
you can have 2 quick actions.
Yes.
Sure. Okay. I'm going to use the other half of my turn to lay down a smoke charge at our feet.
Okay.
Ooh, soft cover.
Yes,
Everyone
exactly.
within this range of him, which is 2, so on both sides, now have soft cover.
Also, I want to add, because I completely forgot this freaking thing was here. I'm going to have the turret drone shoot as well and supply an extra 3 damage.
Right, yes. Yep, gotcha.
So 5 damage.
Yep. All right. All right, so, yep. So now for an area out to 3, there is smoke. No, probably don't want. I don't think your smoke is bright pink, but
It works.
hey, I don't know your life. Okay, there we go. So that is there is now light cover in that circle radius there.
And I believe that lasts until the end of my next turn. Yes.
Okay, cool. So yeah, firing through or out of this will be at 1 difficulty, but obviously they are going to suffer that as well. All right,
And yeah.
that's it. All right, awesome.
All right.
Let's see. Well, that the center turret will go ahead and shoot back at your turret, Neon. What are your turret's statistics?
Give me a second. I got that right here. Okay. Their size half. They have evasion 10, 10 HP, and 0 armor.
Okay, cool. I don't believe any of us have armor right now.
I don't think so.
Armor is simply a flat reduction of how much damage you take.
Yeah.
Instead of taking 7, you'll take 6 if you're armor 1. It will hit your turret for 5 damage.
Gotcha.
Okay, and now back to you guys.
Alright, I can go next if no one has any objections. This guy over here's gotta go. So I'm gonna move... Yeah, I'm just gonna move out of cover here. I'm not gonna bother.
Okay.
And would this count as adjacent to an ally as well?
No. You would have
Considering
to be,
how it was attacking, it would have to be much closer.
yeah, you have to be directly next to someone for adjacent.
Super close. That's fine. First melee attack, I still get 1d6.
Yes, that's true. Oh yeah.
That's
So-
my third 19.
It has 1
Not
HP.
complaining.
It has 1 HP, so it really doesn't matter. But for learning purposes here, that is a critical because it is 20 or higher. So you roll your damage twice and take the higher number.
Alright, 1d6 plus... I think it was plus 2. Give me 1 second here. Of course, not in the mech hanger. Gotta be in the other talents. Go! I think it's 1d6 plus 2, but give me 1 second to make sure. Yeah, 1d6 plus 2. So I roll that twice. I take the 5.
Okay. Yep. So, like I said, this one is one of the grunts, so it explodes regardless. But it's way cooler.
Yeah, I think that threw it earlier because I hit a crit. But when I did, I just rolled the 1 dice because I rolled a 6 out of 6. So I was like, not really much point rolling a second one.
I rolled a 7 on my d6.
Spoiler alert, I'm not going to pick the other number.
All right.
No kidding. I still have a quick action, I think. I'm going to just make sure. I think I'm still pretty far out. Yeah, this thing only has a range of 5. So what I'm going to do... And I've already moved, so I'm going to go my 1 extra step back into cover.
Okay,
That's
cool.
as far as I can go.
Yeah.
And I can't do anything else on this turn, I'm pretty sure, so end of turn.
Okay. Another one of the turrets is going to go ahead and try to finish off that turret since they're low on targets. Yes, so that will destroy your turret.
That's rude.
It's uncalled for, frankly.
Who asked it?
All right.
Certainly.
Nobody asked you!
All right. Who's up?
Well, I mean, at this point, that just leaves me.
Yep.
So I'm gonna step. Hold on. Let me see something. I go there. 1, 2, 3. Okay, cool. I'm gonna go right about here. I'm already damaged, so I might as well be the one to take hits. And as much as I want to fire the thermal lance again, I at some point I have to worry about blowing the F up.
Not right now, though. That's a problem for future you.
Okay, this is true. So, and the great thing is I'm about to go with an alternative that could also blow me up, but that's besides the point.
I'm a fan.
So, just for anyone watching, I always have... my character has the... What's the name of it? The engineer... I gotta double check.
You can repair, you have a repair thing.
Well, no, not that. That would be a smart thing to do.
Oh, I see.
Oh no! I have the engineer talent, So what it means is I literally have a integrated weapon that I create. It has limited usage, but it has some flexibility that I take with me on every mission, just in addition to anything else. It has a range of 10, and I can choose what vague type it is, whether it's like a melee, a rifle, a cannon, which I'm going with like a fire cannon. And I can choose whether damn it's kinetic, explosive, or energy, and I'm going with explosive for now and for our basic moving forward until I find reason to change it. So here's the thing, though: when I use it, if I roll a 1 for either the accuracy or the damage roll, I take a heat. And then I have to re-roll that number, and I have to keep going until I get something that's not a 1.
Okay. Well,
there is the chance that this could
break very bad.
Go for it.
But I've already blown off one of my hands.
That's true.
So at this point, I think we just need to roll with it.
What's a hand here and there?
Okay, 12. I'm shooting this one over here, by the way.
Okay, go for it.
And my first move was to move forward. As you see, that puts me at exactly range 10. Okay, so we're going to do 1d6 plus 2. Okay, a 2. Got a little close there, so 4. And that's the one I hit earlier also, by the way. So I don't know, just as a reminder, I don't know if you got that marked.
Yeah, I have the damage.
So yeah, so that's 4 right there. 4 explosion damage, if it matters. I don't think it does. And I have... Oh, so technically I didn't do this yet. Hold on, let me roll a d6. I mean, I don't see I'm going to use it at that many times before the end of it, but I have limited uses of this. So, okay, a 1 for my uses. So I have 3 uses until I have to, like, completely repair the whole system to be able to use it again.
Okay, cool.
So I'm down to 2.
Gotcha. All right, so... that leaves one turret left to fire. It will attempt a shot at the closest target. You are still in that cover, so it'll be at 1 disadvantage or 1 difficulty. It will roll a -3. The difficulty dice are rolling really well. The d20s not so much. Okay, so back to the players.
By all means, I'll go ahead and take a shot.
Okay.
I'm going to go ahead and use another overcharge. I'm going to quickly reload the anti-material rifle and take a shot at that one there. 9.
9, let's see, what is there? Their evasion is 8, so that will indeed hit.
Very good. I didn't want to have to add a d3. Let's go ahead. That is 2d6 damage. For a total of 10.
Okay. Alright, with the 5 damage marked on it, that is exactly enough to destroy it.
Nice. Okay. And that would be the end of my turn then.
Okay. So, your smoke screen fades at the end of your turn. And the turret will fire at the closest target it has. We have to see if we can get to the blowing up.
My body is ready!
Alright, so yeah, that is a 15 to hit, so that will be 5 damage to you again.
I feel like I'm in the end of Platoon. Just...
We have to see if we can get to the part where your mech blows up. It's not a true learning experience till one of you's blown up.
Actually, given how legitimate I am as a person, less the end of Platoon and more the beginning of Tropic Thunder.
Probably more accurate.
That's fair. That's fair. Okay, so that's Fuse or Neon. Which one of you will go?
Go next. I think I'm gonna use the protocol to power up and boost on my free action. So I'll move my 4.
Okay.
My 4 speeds. Need to be faster. It's 4 hex. And then boost, I think I can
Yes.
go
Boost.
double that, right?
Yes, correct.
Okay.
Boost
I have
is
the jump.
essentially
I have the
another
jumps, so.
free move action.
Breaking cover. Gonna shoot this guy.
Go for
I
it.
don't think I can get close enough to hit it. That's a natural 20.
Well,
Nice.
that is definitely a crit.
Yay! Alright, this one is the thermal pistol, so it kind of has flat damage. It's 2 energy damage.
Okay.
But I can shoot twice!
Gotcha. Okay. Yes, so I believe that... I don't believe the crit does anything then, actually.
It isn't double.
No, because the way critical damage works, you just roll multiple dice and take the higher. So since you're not rolling dice, it doesn't have an effect.
It's just a really good hit. It really
You can
felt...
choose whichever 2 you like.
Exactly. Exactly.
I'll
As
take
a
the second
treat.
2. It's clearly...
Roll your
the
D0.
second 2 is clearly superior.
You roll
As
your
a treat.
you roll your D0 twice, and you take the higher of the numbers.
Perfect. I'm gonna shoot it again.
Go for it.
15.
Oh, that'll hit as well. Okay, so
Okay.
4 total
So 4 damage total. Yep.
Yep. All right. Well, the remaining one is going to obviously shoot the person charging at it.
Yep.
That's a 2. That will miss. Okay.
God.
And Neon, you're up.
Did one of these explode?
No, it did not.
Ooh,
These guys actually have HP.
Yeah. These boys do. I wasn't sure if someone had already tapped it before.
Alright, so I'm gonna
Question
go
answered.
with Dare, and I got still some heat to play with, so I get a bit. So we're going Darkwing Duck on it. Like, forget dangerous. Okay, now I'm shooting this Gabamagoo over here with the thermal lance.
Gotcha. Go for it.
Let's get it, baby girl. 20. Got 8.
I
Oof.
believe that is exactly what you need to hit.
Beautiful.
These are not quick moving turrets.
Okay,
Don't need
so
that.
once again, that was 1d6 plus 3, so we're looking at 5.
Okay, 5 damage. Let's see where that puts it.
I'm at 5 heat. Jesus.
Well,
In
let's start
in
glancing at those
CompCon.
heat rules.
In CompCon, as soon as I went from 3 to 5, all the symbols themselves actually changed from just polite little circles to flames, and the word danger appeared.
Yes, you
That
are
is so nice.
you are in the danger zone, which actually does become relevant. Some systems work better in the danger zone. Exactly.
Sorry.
Don't
We are,
be sorry.
we are. If I put my hair down and I put on sunglasses, I bear too much of a resemblance to Kenny Loggins not to lean into that one.
Highway to the baseball.
Okay, so that is all of y'all. That is all the NPCs. So we're back to you.
All right.
Do you want to make one of these things explode?
I will gladly. I'm going to take another shot from cover with my mortar.
All right.
And it's going to be the one furthest to the right
Okay.
for a natural 20.
Woo!
Minus my d6.
Yeah, so that's going to hit regardless, but it will not be a critical.
Yep. So 1d6 plus 1 damage. 2.
Okay. 2 damage. And next time when I'm a little more prepared for everything, I'm going to have all these guys HP set, so you'll have HP bars and everything.
Yeah.
Appreciate.
Oh, I should have probably actually set this up. You can do it yourself, actually.
Um,
Just click on your character, and there's a little wheel down there at the bottom, the little gears. You can actually click on that and set up your own thing.
yes, y'all can set up all of your stuff. Y'all have full control over your tokens, so you can do with them what you wish. Yeah, I wasn't quite prepared with my NPCs for perfect flat land.
It's fine. We're doing it live. It's improv.
We're doing it live. Yeah, that's exactly it. It's improv. Okay, so it's going to be once again the closest turret is going to shoot at Fuse, who's charging it down. It will miss.
Oh, thank goodness.
All right, so back to you guys, Fuse or Neon.
I'll go because I'm just gonna stab it.
Go for it.
That's 1d6. 12?
12 will hit.
Well,
Hooray.
you also get. I mean, you get it. I mean, it'll hit either way, but for the future, you get advantage. You said, remember, you have duelist.
Yep. I do. I have 1d6 I rolled on there as well.
Oh,
9
I
plus
just
3. Yeah, that's all good. Get that extra. Get that extra accuracy. All right, plus 2. 5.
All right, that is exactly enough to blow it up.
Thank goodness. I don't think I have. I think I'm too far away to take a shot at this guy unless I boost again.
You could.
I could. That's possible. Maybe draw its fire. One of us already doesn't have enough HP. So
I'm good. I'm fine. I got this.
It's fine. It's fine. You're just falling apart.
I'm just Black Knighting this fight.
I'll boost and I'll take a shot at this guy.
All right, go for
Missing
it.
an arm. I'm fine.
Okay, that'll hit. That's 2 damage.
2
right?
energy. Yep.
All right. Well, you know what's coming. As
Yeah.
you're now charging the other turret, it too will turn on you.
Oh, how the turns have tabled.
Yes. So that will hit for another 5 damage.
And now I am structurally unsound.
Yes.
-2.
So you take 3. You take 1 structure. You'll take 1 HP for the next go round, and you will roll for your structure damage. So roll a d6.
Okay. D6. 1.
That's bad. That's
Yeah.
I was about to say.
You didn't
I was
want to roll that.
I feel like rolling a 1 isn't good.
You didn't.
No.
You wanted to roll something other than a
I
1.
wanted
As it
anything other than that.
as it goes down, it gets worse. So it is a direct hit. Let's see. The result depends on your mech's remaining structure. You have 3 structure remaining, correct?
I have 3 structure, and I'm back up to. Whoa, boy. There was a 1 direct hit. Continue. So I'm just updating it in
Yeah.
Comp Con here. This is so cool. Your mech is stunned until the end of my next turn.
Okay. Yeah. There you go. That's it. So it's not too bad.
Given where we are right now, I feel okay about that. If this was in the beginning, I'd be like, ah, well.
You know, it would definitely be a little different. All right. Neon.
Yep. All right. Let's get some revenge. So rolling 1, 2, 3, 4 here, and I do have another hand, and that hand's got a shotgun.
Might as well.
Go for
And
it.
shotguns are still street legal here.
Who needs a melee weapon when you have a shotgun?
Exactly.
I am the weapon.
19.
Oh yeah, that'll hit.
Woo!
Yeah.
Bam, and that is 1d6 damage. So 1.
1 damage. All right.
But I can fire it again, right? Can I fire the same weapon twice, or does that have to be 2 separate mounts?
It's a great question. Let's find out together.
Skirmish
Come
attack
with
with
me,
1
let's
weapon.
learn.
Attack with 2 weapons, or
Yeah. So
oh, barrage. Here we go. barrage.
any other weapon you have, you can fire. You can fire that lance again.
Yeah. About
You can do a lot
that.
of things.
I know you want to see me hit 7 heat.
I do. I
know you
really
wanna see
do.
it.
Look, the heat table exists for a reason.
And the GM tries to kill you.
Actively
Not
trying
even
to.
session 1, mind you.
Well, yeah, I don't have to
I was
feel.
about to say,
I don't have to feel bad about it right now.
he wants to kill me at level 0, session 0.5.
This is all a dream. I don't have to feel bad if you die.
Technically, I haven't made it to the table yet.
I don't have to feel bad.
You see, when y'all start
know
dying in the
what?
real game, it messes with the story. There's no story
what?
to this.
You know what? Since we're having a ball with it, sure.
Alright, go for it.
Let's have some fun.
Alright, so.
Yes, and motherfucker.
Please,
This is gonna
miss.
get held. This
Please,
is gonna get
miss.
held against me, and I'm gonna start next session walking around next to you guys while you're.
Session
like,
1
you don't-
begins.
You don't get a robot. Why? You know why.
Session 1 begins with Neon snapping up from a nightmare. It was terrible. I blew up.
All right, let's go for it. Let's get
Then
it,
we get
baby
into
girl.
combat. He's like, oh no, it's happening again.
8, exactly enough to hit.
We'll hit.
I will take it. I
Okay.
will take it. And I deal 1d6 plus 3. So one day I'll remember since I've only fired it like 3 times already. 3, so 6 damage.
Okay, 3 damage, and we're gonna roll on the overheating table.
Absolutely.
So you will. What heat were you at?
I was at 5. I just went
5.
to 7.
Okay, so you hit 6. That is an Everest's heat capacity. You take 6. You clear your heat. You add the 1, and then we'll roll. It's similar to structure. Once you hit the
Right.
top, it resets, and then you roll a d6 for.
So basically, my reactor stress is down to 3. Okay. So let's see here. We got 3. Okay. Let me check this table. So that's destabilized power plant. Power plant stable, beginning to eject jets of plasma. Your mech becomes exposed, taking double these kinds of damage until the status is cleared. Cool.
Yep, there we go. All right, let me make sure I mark that damage. There we go. Okay, so now we really hope that, so whoever is up. Y'all's choice. Always
Yeah, I
y'all's
guess so.
choice.
We just-
Yep,
we
it
just
is.
keep
We're the beginning
Yeah.
we're the beginning
killing
round.
mechs or
Yep.
turrets,
Well,
I guess.
I guess we'll keep the process going. I'm going to take another point of heat for a fast reload of my rifle.
Where does that put you on heat?
3.
3. Okay,
Oh,
I've only done it a few times.
that's not fun.
He's well within my range.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Another natural 20.
There we go. Okay.
Holy shit!
So, yep. Roll your damage twice. Take the higher number.
Okay, so 2d6. 2d6. I'm going to take the 10.
10. Okay. Yep. You.
Actually, I mean, not, unless I'm crazy, I think you can actually take both 6s, unless I misunderstood.
That's possible.
Yeah, let me double check. I'm almost positive it was saying like you roll twice as many and you just pick the 2 highest results.
Okay.
That's possible.
Hold on, let me see, because I know I saw it somewhat. Hold on, I was right near it, and now it's just gone. Okay, here we go. Damage.
Yes, that is
Calculating
correct.
Yep.
For example,
Okay,
if a player got a critical hit on an attack that would normally deal 2d6 damage, they would instead roll 4d6 and pick the 2 highest results.
Then I'm
Yeah.
going to do 12 damage.
There we
I'm
go.
assuming it's dead,
Oh yeah, that's super
which
dead.
is good because I'm
God.
actively putting out flames.
Oh, it was about to shoot you in a
and
duel.
missing a hand.
That was about to be 10 damage for you. Because you were exposed. So you would have taken double damage from it. Oh, yeah. So there we go.
Hopefully it doesn't start getting us as, the pilots and starts hurting our HP.
When your mech explodes.
I was about to say, when
That's
you're
pretty much it.
running across the battlefield.
See, that's why you run the AI system and let it be a human robot shield.
Yeah.
I have an AI
He's
system.
Yeah, I have an AI system.
Unfortunately, I
Crazy,
overrode
I do
the
not.
AI system and said, "What's the worst that could happen?"
Yeah, there's actually,
stay away
I
from
don't
you.
believe there is a way for you to directly take damage as a pilot. You just get kicked out of your mech. It's not difficult to die, but it can take a little doing sometimes.
I mean, we only have 6 HP right now, so.
Oh, now, if you're out of your mech and you get shot, oh, you're real dead. You're
Oh,
real
super
dead.
dead.
Yeah, it turns out giant robots are good defense. Okay, so I believe we're going to, if anyone has any questions or anything, we would love to answer them. We'd love to talk about the game a little. I think we have a few more minutes before people start needing to head out. That was about what we were hoping to get done today. Do a little bit of a danger room, get a little bit familiar with rolling dice, get a chance to do something today. Sorry that the session couldn't happen as planned, but we'll definitely be back next week, and everything will be good to go next time, and we won't have to do this part of learning the game, so the session should run a lot better.
We're going to come back, all of us, fortunately. We're all going to be here.
There is healing in this game. You can both repair your mech out of combat. There are also support classes that can do some healing in combat. I believe there are also some actions you can take that heal you. So there is healing built into the game.
There's like a spray that you can get. There's a couple of different ones that you can slap onto a physical wound, and then there's a repair for your
Yeah,
mech.
so as point of reference, I have like 5 repair capacity, which means in the midst of a combat, I can repair myself up to 5 times.
They function kind of similar. I play a lot of 5th edition D&D, so a lot of my references are going to be
Healing
reference
charges.
points of that. They are hit dice in D&D, essentially. Once you're out of combat, you can spin those to... no, I don't believe fossil fuels are anywhere in Lancer. It's all like fusion reactors and stuff. Lancer's theoretically like 10,000 years in the future, because it takes place 5,000 after Union. So it's at least, so you have to go back 5,000 years to begin with. And then the fall was 2,000 years before Union. And the fall was still several hundred years in our future. So you're talking like 7,500 years in the future. Yes, Lancer is fully supportive of fully automated luxury gay space communism.
Mm-hmm.
Sort of, theoretically. Your mileage may vary. Depends on how close you are to Union. That's going to be, we'll definitely get into, in our storyline, talking a little bit about what Union looks like to the average person. And the answer is, it really depends how close you are to the central planets, while Cradle, which is the current name for Earth, is a utopian paradise now. The far edges of space, there's nobody to tell the guy who's exploiting you to please stop exploiting you. And that's actually theoretically what these characters' jobs are. They're part of a Union Ford team who are being sent into the outer reaches of space to show up and say, hey, you stop that. That's bad. Because Union is built on on 3 central pillars that these people are tasked with defending. So, at some point we'll get to that. Is anyone any other questions about the game or the system?
And also, I know it wasn't brought up, but just to also clarify for the people here, in addition to healing health, you can use an action to get rid of heat.
Yes.
So
Yes. Yeah. You can do several things.
I want to really ram home the point that my wounds are self-inflicted in this room.
Yeah.
I just
Why
need to
would
make
you-
sure. I'm not going to hide behind a shield. I got to go ahead and own Bernie McFlame Jets. That's
Why
on
would
me.
you vent heat when you can shoot a bitch?
Yes, that's true. That's 100% true.
I'm not saying that's going to be my build, but
But
if you just see a man on fire running around. Burst firing heat jets from its back everywhere.
I mean,
Theoretically, might be me.
it's an aesthetic.
Maybe.
It's really an aesthetic choice if you think about it. Yes, we really like the lore of Lancer. I'm super excited to dig into it. We will be doing a canon-based game. I think in the Chromatic Chimera Discord we have a Lancer chat. Everyone should come and join it. I posted they ran a game at PAX East and it was super not canon. It was super. I watched that game and it was like, wow, that is not the game I'm going to be playing. It was great because I love a lot of those streamers anyway. But yeah, it was the first, like, one of the first things out of the guy's mouth was out of the game master's mouth was, there's a lot of aliens.
Yeah.
There are no aliens anymore in Lancer. There were one time. Then humans happened.
Killed him.
Then humans happened. Yes, the bad guys of Lancer, which are the previous administration, killed them. People didn't like that because genocide is bad, and so they got kicked out. And now we have the new utopian administration who's trying to undo all of these wrongs that have been done in the past to various degrees of success. But no aliens in Lancer. And that was the first thing out of the GM's mouth. And I was like, okay, I don't think this is going to be canon, within the canon. Which, hey, everyone wants to run their own game, and I'm on board. I just happened to read the lore and really, really, really liked it. If you couldn't tell from the fact that I gave y'all basically a 2-hour lecture on it.
It's basically what it was, but it's good.
Which I really appreciate y'all
refreshing.
sitting through. I do not normally do that in games. I do not normally, but y'all were troopers, and I appreciate it. So yeah, any other questions, comments, concerns, chats?
Yeah, chat. You don't.
Yes. So for clarity, Kitty Catsy plays in my home game. And no, I do not do that to you guys. I'll have you know, I have never given y'all a 2-hour lecture on anything. But if you'd like next session, I can. I will.
You could just make that the whole thing.
Oh, yeah.
Lancer lectures.
Right. Yes, we will be running every Sunday. We are. This was purely an unexpected. Something came up on very short notice. But next week we will be here 5 o'clock Sunday, ready to go. We plan to run for 3 to 4 hours, and we will be here every Sunday at that time. Or you'll hear about it. Otherwise, we will. This was just a one-time unfortunate thing that happens to everyone from time to time. But like I said, I'm glad we got this session in anyway. This kind of 0.5, just like from the beginning of the combat to the end of the combat was like worlds different. So I think it was good that we had this.
Once we started understanding things, it's like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
So now once we get to like an actual session, it'll feel a bit more smooth.
Yeah, because I had a couple of combats planned for, a handful of combats planned for the next, or for the actual session, and it's like, oh man, we wouldn't have gotten through that.
Excuse me?
Because we would have bogged down in the first combat, just trying to figure out what was going on.
Sorry, was that a handful of combats?
I don't want you to know how many, and so I gave a number.
Like
a number
idea.
between. I'll tell you what.
Many combats?
The number of dice that are in my hand right now. That's how many combats I had planned.
Oh no.
3.
No, I was just waiting for him to put it down, and you just hear just a waterfall of dice.
Oh no.
Thank you guys for. I do randomly roll dice a lot. I just like to keep everybody on their feet.
Good practice.
What are you rolling?
Fear.
Nothing. Just
Don't worry about it. Make a perception check.
Exactly. Make a perception check. Oh yeah, no, it's fine. Everything's cool. Nothing's happening.
The only thing worse is the old roll, stare at it for a second, then look up. Does a 23 hit?
I like the roll. Huh. Okay. just continue with the session.
As if nothing happened.
Yeah. What are you talking about? What's your passive perception? Okay.
It's fine. Don't worry about it.
Okay. Okay. Well, if no one has anything else for us, I believe we're going to go ahead and wrap it up for the evening. That was a couple hours. Again, in the future, we plan to play more 3 to 4 hours a session. So please come back and join us next Sunday for the actual game. I want to give a huge thanks to Retrograde Minis. They're the ones who we are using the minis from. Check out their Patreon. Go give them money. They're cool and fantastic. Thanks to the whole Chromatic Chimera crew and everything. Abby knocked up all of this in like a week.
Abby fucking does great work.
Look at
this.
Including us dropping changes on her within like 6 hours of broadcast.
Hey, Abby, you gotta fix our names.
Oh yeah, and then last night, hey, we all have call signs. Can you do? Yeah. So
Joshua.
Everyone over there,
Right?
everyone at Chromatic Chimera does a great job, and we really appreciate this chance to be a part of their community and to do something to give back. So, shout out to all of them. They're cool and great. And shout out to all of my players who are also cool and great.
Shout out to the GM.
Thanks to you as well, of course. This is gonna be fun. This is gonna be good.
I'm really looking forward to it.
Yeah, looking forward to next time. Get some role play in there.
Oh yeah, definitely. All right, well, we will see you guys next week. We'll see you all on next Sunday, 5 p.m.
Eastern Standard.
Yes, Eastern Standard. That's important. Thanks for all of our viewers for hanging out. All right.
Thanks.
See y'all next time. Have a good one.